What is you fellow Call of Duty Elite gamers? Done. Yeah. Muffin athletes, hope you're doing great. Appreciate you're here. Listen, we got some big news here from EDP445. Dropped an apology video. It's not really well known yet, but the news is getting out there, and I'm here to provide it to you. Hope you enjoy it. It's an official apology video. EDP445 has openly and admitting to his mistakes and is trying to carry on with his life, so to speak. By the way, if you don't know what happened, well, you must be living under a rock if you're on YouTube. You don't know who EDP445 is. Anyways, long story short, he has been sort of grooming a lot of underage girls, and it came to the climax when a group of hunters went after him and set up a fake meetup in Bakersfield, California. EDP showed up, and what he found was not any underage girl, but two grown men confronting him who were pretending to be that underage girl. EDP tried to make excuses he was there to pick up some cupcakes, and there was a whole meme trying to get some cupcakes, but he got busted, and his career and his life has been in turmoil ever since. And I'm under the impression that a person of this type is not really curable. And there was a movie I just saw the other day. There's a group of vigilantes that go around and set up these type of things with, sort of like they did with EDP445, and when they find out that they castrate them. That might be the only cure. I don't know. But anyways, he has apologized, which I guess is the next best thing you can do, right? Hasn't really addressed the minors and the people he's tried to groom and tried to all the women, all the direct messages he set up. But he did apologize and admitted his fault. So for that, that's worth something. But I don't know if it actually is anything. I thought I'd share a bit of it with you. We'll highlight the best parts, the worst parts. And you know what? Let me know in the comments as well. This little conversation here. Are you on the impression that people who are this type of person who go after underage girls are, are they redeemable, or is there something wrong with them and they'll forever be attracted to the minors and they're a liability for kids out there for the rest of their lives? The science, the literature, it shows that 90% of those who do go to jail for this type of behavior, no, he never went to jail, which is weird. I guess they didn't have enough criminal intent. I guess you would call it entrapment, and there was no actual, I don't know. I mean, the cops have done this before, have they not? Hasn't that guy like Chris Hansen talked about taking a seat? Anyways, it shows that over 90% of those will reoffend that are this type of person. Let's watch a little bit of this apology video. Let's have a little discussion. Let me know down below. What do you think is the appropriate action? Do you forgive the guy? I mean, I guess you can forgive. I mean, is there a kind of mental illness that leads to this? And if that's the case, I mean, it is what it is. But you can't have people who are at risk to, out there to reoffend and are at risk to children out there walking around, even though it's not their fault. They are crazy. It still doesn't negate the fact that they are going to do that again. So let me know. Like I said, talk down below. Share your thoughts. Share your ideas. Also, while you're at it, smash that motherfucking like button. And don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate it.
I don't want to come on here, cry, boo-hoo, beg for people's forgiveness, you know what I mean? The only thing that I'm trying to go for in the distant future is redemption, you know what I mean? The only thing that I'm trying to go for is to restore honor and to restore a positive outlook on my name.
Do you risk it though? Like, his intentions are good, but the road to hell is paved on good intentions. Is he a true? I don't know, maybe he's just a fat guy that can't get any women, and then young girls present themselves to him, and because he has no self-control and low moral standings, he decided to say, oh, whatever, it's the best I can get, I'm going to go for it, right? I mean, there's a difference between someone who's diddling it's like he was Joe Biden and someone who is trying to date 14, 15-year-olds. Both are bad, but they're different. And he tries to go for redemption. Do you let him go for redemption? Do you let him try to prove himself? And if he ever does something like this again, do we cut his nuts off?
This entire shit that has been going down, from me getting kicked out of apartments, people coming to my home when I was back in Bakersfield, tried to murder my ass, you know what I mean? It's been pretty
well, EDP kind of warranted though, right? I mean, you didn't just do one thing trying to meet up for some cupcakes. You actually had a bunch of histories of underage girls, right? Just saying, brother, just saying. I mean, you kind of deserve that. Kind of deserved it.
And again, like I mentioned before, I have nobody to blame but myself.
All right, I'm glad you're saying that.
Like I mentioned before, man, I'm seeking the proper help that I need to seek out.
Okay. That's good.
I am doing whatever I can to make sure that this does not happen again. And I am, again, to my friends and family, I am so So sorry that you guys had to endure this shit. You know what I mean? I know actions speak louder than words. You know what I mean? And trust me, I'm a clear believer of that. I'm a true believer of that. You know what I mean? You can sit back and talk about it all goddamn day, but until you actually, show that you're making improvements, you know what I mean? It's like, what's the point,
I mean, he's saying all the right things, and I am a believer in second chances, but it's dangerous, right? The difference between this and our things is, imagine like a drug dealer seeking redemption. It doesn't really do anything but hurt himself, right? In this situation, it does nothing but hurts the victim, right? So it's tough. Being a second chance type person, I would like to believe that his intentions are true, and like you say, seeking help. Obviously he's admitting that he's at least that's good, but it doesn't matter all the help you get. It still shows that 90% of people are reoffend. How about you just take away the ability for the person to make him a eunuch, and then you don't have to worry about it, and then the guy can just live his life forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Win-win.
Trust me, I am trying to let my actions speak louder than my words. You know what I mean? Again, I am terribly sorry for the pain, the anguish, the hurt that I've caused multiple people. I've lost so many good fucking friends behind this. You know what I mean? And I don't know what I can do to have you guys give me a second chance.
Never do this ever again. It's going to take a lot of years for people to build confidence, but at the same time, dude, there's certain crimes that are kind of unforgivable, right? Like, if you go to jail, you can go to jail for a lot of things, man. But if you go to jail for two things, that would be one, diddling women, fine, but you got to be put in protective custody, because the rest of the inmates, when they find out that happens, you're a done deal. You can ask for all the forgiveness you want, but when it's like a little kids, young girls, really young girls, 16 is young already, but in a lot of states and some countries that's illegal. It's not even against the law. But like, when it's little kids, really young girls, it's tough to provide a second chance for that. Anyways, it's just more of the same going on here. Probably going to try to start a Patreon or something for himself. I don't know. He needs money. Obviously, he's got to work his way back in here. I mean, it's only why he's doing this, right? If he didn't care about becoming back on the internet and trying to make money and trying to do this as a job and trying to get, back on the good graces of the social medias, I don't think he would do this, because why would you make a video public and apologizing if you don't ever plan to be in the public eye again, right? You just disappear and no one thinks about you again. Like, I didn't think of EDP445 anymore. I never thought of him at all. Like, I just, not part of my conscious thoughts. I really haven't thought about him for, I don't know, months and months, maybe the last year or two when this has happened. So obviously he's doing this, and he looks to try probably to get back online and make money again. That's my guess. Personally, at the end of this video here, I don't trust him. I'd say is Johnson and call it a day. Then you don't have to worry about it happening again, and then the dude will be cured. I mean, he may still have the thoughts in his head, but if he ain't got the physical equipment to do it, then you don't have to worry about it. That's my take. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm the Ghost of 8. Thanks for being here. And last but not least, and most importantly, stay black. Sometimes stay black. Question the thorn and let reptilian shapeshifters bring you down.